Hi, so in today's video I'm going to show you the correct technique for doing a wide push-up. Okay, wide push-ups are a fantastic exercise and they help work your deltoids, your chest muscles, your pectorals and your abdominals and your triceps. So fantastic upper body exercise to do, but again it's important to do the correct technique when we're doing it. So the first thing I always say to my clients is think about the muscles we're trying to hit, and as you're doing the exercise, are you feeling it in those muscles? So deltoids, triceps, your pectorals and your abdominals. If you're not feeling it in those, then you might want to check your technique, okay? So with the wide push-up, we start in a strong plank position, but this time our hands are wider than our shoulders, okay? So if you're using a mat, generally your hands are towards the edge of the mat. You come up into a strong plank position. So my chest is going to come down in between my hands, okay? And my head is going to come almost like the top of a triangle. We're not trying to get our head down in between our hands, that's where your chest is aiming for. So up in a nice strong plank position, make sure your back is nice and flat, engage your core. And then you lower yourself down, make sure you're looking forward so your neck doesn't drop and you ease yourself up. The slower you do these, the harder they are, but the more likely you are to get into all the right muscles. I'll show you from the front so you can see how the arm position goes. Hands wider than shoulders, up in full plank position, neck and back stay nice and flat, chest comes down between the arms. Excellent. So, I'll talk you through the progression of a push-up, and then I'll talk you through some of the areas where people see things going wrong. So you can start on your knees for a push-up, but make sure you're not just in a box position. So if you're in a straight leg box position and you're coming down, we're not really using our chest muscles, we're not really getting that far into our arm muscles. If you're going to start on your knees, start the technique the same, hands wider than your shoulders, knees back and then lean over. So you see my back is nice and flat from the top of my neck all the way down to my knees, yeah? Feet must stay on the floor. Don't be tempted to bring your feet up like this. It puts an awful lot of pressure through your knees and it can cause you problems later on. So your feet come down nice and flat. Again, engage your core and then come down and up. Chest between your hands, looking forward so we don't drop our neck down like this. Now, whether you're doing your push-up full or on your knees, the two things you really must look out for are, as you come down, everything comes down together. Sometimes it's really tempting to kind of stick your chest down to try and get a little bit lower, but our bum stays up. Equally, as we keep going through the exercise, people kind of want to sag their backs and you get a lot of this going on. What I was going to say to people is start on your toes and then do as many as you can holding that technique correctly. Then if you need to, drop down to your knees and then each time you do it, try and do an extra one on your toes so you can build up your set in full push-ups. Ideally, you're looking to be able to do 3 to 4 sets of 20 to 30 push-ups and that's your kind of area that you're pushing towards. But begin with, start with what works with you and see how far you can get. So quick reminder, quick recap, whether you're on your knees or on your toes, your hands are shoulder width apart, your back is straight, so if you're on your knees, you push your shoulders over your wrist, chest in between your hands, but your spine is straight. If you're on your toes, spine remains straight. Chest comes down in between your hands and you're looking forward in your neck, engaging that core and getting as low as you can without your back moving. Fantastic, guys. I've also got a video on how to progress from knees up to full. If you want to check that out in my YouTube site. Okay, brilliant. Thank you.